What is intellectual property? Intellectual property refers to the ownership of an idea or design by the person who came up with it. It is a term that's used in property law. It gives a person certain exclusive rights to a distinct type of creative design, meaning that nobody else can copy or reuse that certain without the owner's permission. In general terms, intellectual property is any product of human intellect that the law protects from unauthorized use by others.
Example, advanced manufacturing, digital tech, health building, clean resources, and agri-food. That the same way intellectual property, which outcome of person creativity or thoughts.
The next is the Philippine laws on intellectual property. So first is we have a Republic Act 8293, an act of the prescribing the Intellectual Property Code and establishing the Intellectual Property Office, providing for its powers and functions and for the other purposes. We have a Republic Act 165, an act creating a patent office, prescribing its powers and duties, regulating the issuance of the patents, and appropriating funds therefore. And the last is the Republic Act 116, an act to provide for the registration and protection of trademarks, trade names, and the service marks, defining unfair competition and false marking, and providing remedies against the same, and for the other purposes. These laws is aiming to give a protection especially for those people who involved in this crime. For the people who break this law, they will be punished for some consequences.
What are the consequences of breaking the IPR or intellectual property rights? Failure to respect IP right can have step consequences for businesses, including reputational and financial damage. Left unchecked IP right violation could even lead to criminal charges and jail time. Under the old law, the penalties for repetition or infringement are 10,000 pesos or 5 years of imprisonment, and the offense prescribes in 2 years. Under the present law, the penalties range from 100,000 to 300,000 or 6 months to 3 years of imprisonment, and the offense prescribes in 3 years.
Intellectual property is important. Without intellectual property rights, individuals and businesses would not fully benefit from their creations, which can have humongous impact on the economic growth of one's country. It can also possibly lessen the development and research process of that specific invention or creation, since investors would most likely invest to the ones who stole the idea from the original creator.